Monster kill!
Battle begins.
Tournament, no matter what all chatty writes, and this is a much more interesting game just because of the last picks here. This Slark pick, we've seen this hero rise back to popularity a little bit. It has good matchups in this game, not a lot of huge lockdown for him, of course. Secret snap picked this mid Enigma. This was not something they were debating. No. This was not something they cared about this Slark coming out at all. They just jammed it. They already knew what they wanted. Now you have a black hole answer for this Slark. You have some conversion for Chen creeps, maybe some extra tower defense. More interesting though, I feel like they know something about this Enigma Puck matchup. Because when you pick it that quickly, you don't even debate. Nisha's got something up his sleeve here.
Yeah, I wonder if like level 2 Eidolons are really tough for Puck to be able to deal with. Like he can't actually just do enough damage to kill them easily.
It makes sense. Enigma is one of these mid lane dominators. If you haven't played versus it before, and if you know what you're doing with it, there's all these mid-Enigma spammers that just get out of control. They destroy lanes, and they can build into fast items you wouldn't necessarily expect. Nisha's already got Orchid on the menu here. This is going to help skew this matchup a lot, right? If you dominate the lane, get to a fast Orchid, just rush it, suddenly Puck's game is a nightmare to play, and you're just mowing down the map. And at the same time, you have the late game black hole scale. So very interesting strat coming out from Secret here, and even more so, they're aggro tri-laning here, dodging the Slark Tidehunter matchup. Very smart. They're going to put a lot of pressure on this Chen, who's going to get his small camp blocked. Yuragi wants none of this. He TP's bottom. Instantly matched, though.
Yeah, we'll see how much Team Secret is able to keep up in this game of musical chairs. See whether or not they can get the lanes that they want. I could already see, I mean, their first orb that went out, it did hardly anything to the Eidolon, so I could see how this is going to be a constant problem for BCM. And just purely the fact that you're going to have all the range creeps denied as well. I mean, Puck is a hero that's very dependent on experience.
Even more so now, there's no small camp to farm.
Yeah,
you just have to play this one-on-one. There's nowhere to go, nothing to do. You just have to take it for the team, try and come back later. This should be a lane domination from Nisha here, especially since he's been dominating in a lot of these matchups anyway. Microing the Eidolons around here. Looks like he's played this before, even if maybe he hasn't.
It certainly does. Puppy, he's trying to put the pressure on the Chen and keep him from being able to find any good creeps. He knows how, I mean, this man's a Chen master, so he knows exactly what a Chen wants to do in the early game.
I mean, anytime Chen gets zoned off the early waves, it's a huge deal for you. You set him back a long way. He's missing a lot of his early timing. Again, he goes headdress for a reason. He wants to get the double hero value out of it. He's just playing with tornadoes in the jungle. Puppy's like, sure, have fun. I'm back to lane.
Yep, drop the double tornadoes, whatever. You have fun with that one. So Amar versus Resolution, because they do manage to keep the matchup that they wanted. They did not want to have the Slark versus Tide matchup. Slark really takes advantage of those big tanky heroes like that.
And even more so, this Razor versus Slark.
Yeah.
Just getting ranged heroes versus Slark where you just... That Fairy Fire trying to bait it out.
Shadow Realm, Fairy Fire, he baits it out successfully. Good work.
Another pause here. The anti-puppy pauses. Right back into it. I mean, first blood definitely worth it for Crystallis. At the same time, giving extra XP to this Slark and free waves, it's going to feel bad.
Yeah.
And it's going to be boots for Yuragi, which is going to help him a lot in this off lane. He's top of the CS board, top of the net worth chart. I was thinking this lane might get difficult. I'm not sure that exchange was really worth it for Secret. Ideally, you want to pressure the Slark or be killing him, not these random supports.
Sure. Meanwhile, Amar, he managed to full heal up, and they're going to go for the kill on Resolution underneath the tower. Now he runs into another Bramble. Taiga will take the last hit as a result. check in on that mid lane, though. You could see Nisha doing very well for himself. 16 denies, a good amount of that is probably his own Eidolons, but either way, it doesn't change it. It is Nisha owning the mid lane.
Yeah, that is an absurd amount of denies for 4 minutes into the game.
Yeah, look at that. He's only given up 3 Eidolon kills so far. So he's done a very good job of making sure BZM doesn't collect in that extra bounty.
The level 5 here is the big time for Enigma. These level 3 Eidolons pushing you into that black hole is where this hero really starts to become a menace. Again, he's probably going to rush the Orchid this game, which will be the big mid-game timing versus Puck. Things said, though, BZM is not doing too bad. Even with all those denies, he's pretty much even in net worth, and he's doing his best to keep up in levels here, considering he has no Spall Camp or anything to farm.
Mouth is stunned. Puppy was making the rotation. Not going to be here in time, though.
The real interesting thing to me is, does OG have the outspam for these Eidolons in this game? Well, let's say this catapult comes in 5 minutes, you have some random flag bearer creep that catches up. Nisha just starts pushing towers with Eidolons. Who's actually killing these things?
Yeah, that's a good point.
I don't know. I guess Chen comes in and takes one.
Yeah, that's something. But speaking of Chen, he's going to be run down here. Chrysalis should be able to pick up that kill. Well, it's Zayas instead. At the same time, Yuragi is going to get some damage back into Chrysalis, and they have the Brambles potentially coming in. Chrysalis does not get hit by it, though.
Now, this is the better trade Seeker once. Get the support kill, not give anything on to Slark on the turnaround. Bringing more of OG's resources to this bottom lane.
Oh, trying to catch the courier. BZM.
I mean, this is the part where this matchup becomes annoying. Level 3 Eidolons, Catapult Wave is mid. This is a big pressure point for Seeker. Puppy wants to use it. That's why he's lurking around here. OG, you're going to have to be careful with how they respond here, and I don't know if they have the resources to do it because of those TP's bottom. Chu is only level 2. Taiga has no mana. I guess he has triple mango. But still, where's the outspam going to come for this push? I think Seeker might be able to do some serious damage here.
Yeah, especially if they can secure the 6-minute power rune with Puppy hanging around. They do have Taiga, who's also going to be doing the same.
Oh, they missed the D-Ward mid by a millimeter.
Oh, no. So close. Rune does spawn into Haste Rune. He's going to immediately challenge Taiga to a fight. He's got Shadow Realm, but no TP, so I think he might just be dead here.
Yeah, he is dead for sure.
Too far away from any saving objectives.
Big bad Ogre right clicks, taking him down. Again, the Radiant Catapult still alive mid, so this pressure point exists, and Flag Bearer creep coming in. This mid push is aligning perfectly for Secret.
Looks like Amar is taking a lot of damage. Resolution doing very well for himself in this 1v2. 29 and 15 CS, not bad. And Amar's lowest in CS in this game. Here comes the Catapult push.
Oh, he's just going to give it.
Really? You really thought with level 6 and these early Eidolons, thought they were going to try and do some serious damage to this mid tower, but no.
Yeah, I think they had the window. Again, no coil on this Puck, and I don't think OG supports can do anything here. Just choosing to farm up instead, not overextend. I mean, Nisha is getting very farmed. Now he's starting to pull ahead in this matchup. We see almost 1,000 gold ahead after that kill.
Puppy. Is he going to die to Taiga here? He's actually running into the hands of Yuragi potentially. I'm not sure what's going on here. Throws out the Fire Blast stun. Yuragi's like, okay.
It's an Agi.
Free Agi, I guess.
Yeah, put him on the board. I do think Yuragi has gotten more out of this early game than they might have anticipated, and he's already up to level 6.5. Kill and assist on the board. Pushing for that Orb of Corrosion. I think OG recognizes they're going to potentially have to join some early fights in this game depending on how fast this ball push comes out from Secret. Rezo trading top. Getting mana burn though, pretty annoying.
The way Amar keeps on getting so low, I'm surprised they haven't made a support rotation up here. But I guess they've been kind of focused on the mid lane.
Yeah, and
really
another smoke to mid. They got the silence.
Get the silence on him. The Malf is going to be there as well. The orb is already worn out, so he's going to have to use the Waning Rift to try and get away, but he's still slowed down. Another Fire Blast coming in, and BZM, is he going to get run down here? The black hole goes out. No chance to jump to the orb. Resolution, meanwhile, top lane, had a rupture on him, but was able to turn and fight. Amar comes back in now to try and claim the last hit. Is anybody going to TP in to help out poor old Rezo? No. Bloodright finished them off. They show up now, but it's a bit too late.
Man, that lane is on a knife's edge. Secret choosing to commit the resource to mid instead of top. They probably could have done either one, but I agree this mid lane is more important. Getting this Enigma rolling, shutting down this Puck is going to cause the greatest differential in this game, even if Tide suffers a little bit.
At the same time, I mean, just the player, I feel like maybe you'd want to shut down Amar more. Nice dodge there. Ignite doesn't land. BZM still has to be careful, though. The
OG bringing numbers.
The Chen coming in from the side, and Taiga with the Brambles, they might be able to pick up both supports here. Zap's coming in. Science is dead. Double kill for BZM as he gets a bit of revenge. He does lose his mid tower in the meantime, though, so there is a trade-off for Secret.
I think that mid tower was going to die no matter what, though.
True.
I don't think Secret wanted to give up both supports there, especially when they can go into these lanes and make something happen. You have the Ravage up top. You have this Enigma who's so strong. These Secret supports really want to be out on the map during this time period, so a huge pickup from OG, taking the aggression off the map, freeing up space for their cores to continue to farm.
Yeah, considering how good all three of their cores, especially their side lanes are, I feel like a two-man rotation to a Tidehunter with Gush or Razor, I feel like it's a pretty easy fight to win. Now they're going to try and go for this Bloodseeker. Amar, he's going to TP out.
Ooh.
Rezo opting not to throw down the Ravage.
I think he would have got him there, but I can't blame him for thinking he might have gotten out. Either way, sending him to base is going to free up this tower push top. These are the little rotations you were talking about. Secret can make them and make them worthwhile. They have the cores to set up the kills. The threat exists on almost all three lanes in this game. That's what this Sky Ogre lineup is designed to do. Whereas OG, they're going to stuck responding for now, trying to get the levels on this Chen, farming up jungle. Almost level 5. Big power spike for him.
Double damage Puppy's going to show up. Just going to put some damage onto Yuragi, but I don't know if this is really that smart. It's not like the Slark is in any sort of danger. Oh, he knows the pounce is coming through. He's going to stop the TP. Chrysalis dodges it, but it also means he's now dead. And Amar takes great pleasure in that fact, immediately tipping Chrysalis.
Send them to base. No teleport. He'll have to walk out.
Yep.
Top tower is going down to this Tidehunter catapult.
And because he didn't use the Ravage, maybe he can defend bottom lane.
It's definitely on the menu. I don't think Secret want to give this OG lineup too many towers. The idea of this Tide versus Chen matchup is you stall him out in the early objectives and close his map. Especially when Secret have the cooldowns. Black Hole in 20, and more importantly, Orchid already completed on this Enigma. This is not a push you want to give to OG for free, and Secret agree. Teleporting Skyrat down here, moving the heroes into place. Still, this tower is just getting chunked.
Taking a lot of damage. They get
Got
the silence out of the Slark. A big kill if they can get it. He sidesteps the ultimate, gets away into the trees. He's out of mana, though. He's out of sight at the same time, so he just does start healing up. The rotation coming through from Secret. Looks like they should be able to catch two here. The Terrorize doesn't save him.
So Secret will defend this tower on literally 2 HP.
All right, well, might as well deny it.
Doing some economic damage, and again, maybe the most important thing is this is the Chen mech timing. He's going to get sent to base and have his creeps mopped up. So the biggest thing that always sets this hero back is if you go for these pushes, you go for the fights, you lose your army, suddenly you disappear off the map for a little bit.
Yeah.
That's what Secret's mainly looking for. They would have really liked that Slark kill. Beautiful silence from the fog. Just not enough lockdown.
Fire Blast denied haste room by Taiga.
The other thing OG's going to have to think about in this game is the early Roshan, the early group up from Secret. You have this Tidehunter going Wraith Pact, or at least the Vlads. Combine this with Enigma, who went to Orchid. The Eidolon pressure, the amount that OG can't really deal with them, everybody's going to be bloodlusted. This group up from Secret is deceptively strong, despite the fact they have 2 single target supports.
Yeah, and that makes things really awkward when you want to be able to rupture and coil and force people to break that coil or force them to run away with the rupture on them.
Speaking of rupture, Nisha.
They're going to throw down the Ravage. Mid lane at the same time. They're going for the Nisha kill. They should be able to get it. Bottom lane, they did kill the Slark at the same time. It looks like actually Taiga's in trouble. The heal comes out. The mech is just enough to keep Taiga alive. So cores traded out. A Ravage used to kill Yuragi. At the same time, Nisha, who's the most farmed hero in the game, does get caught in the mid.
Very nice find. This Ancient Seal has proven to be very effective, just silencing the Slark from fog and bursting him up with the damage. Of course, this Enigma kill, probably the bigger one right for now, just because of the amount of map pressure you can exert with Orchid. You don't want this hero being taken out. You want to keep abusing this puck matchup while you have the ability to do so.
Oh, the smoke's gonna break. Science runs headlong into it. Probably doesn't feel too good about it, but at the same time, Chrysalis wasn't caught. He had the Orchid on him. Terrorize does catch the 2. Nice disengage there for OG.
Beautiful backup comes in, bails out BZM, and Now he can continue farming into that Witchblade. Amar will finally clean up this tower bottom, which did not get denied on 2 HP.
Yeah, what happened? I feel like you're extra incentivized to just deny towers in these situations now that you actually get some gold for it as well.
Sends a message, you know? You can have it. It won't help you.
It won't change the fate. 6-9, 14 minutes in. Pretty even game all around. And a game that, I mean, what would you give the late game scenario here? Because we heard the panel talk about it. They were kind of favoring Team Secret if it does go late because they've got such big team fight spells. Do you agree with that, or do you think the Slark has something to say?
I mean, you can always win late game with Black Hole's Ravage. It's never outside the window. That said, this OG lineup becomes so annoying just because Secret doesn't have the best BKB core. So now you're looking at Dark Will, you're looking at multiple Ruptures, Puck spells, who's jumping around, Slark going in and out. There's a lot of poke, a lot of harass, a lot of spells that Secret aren't going to be able to deal with directly, more just deal with them through the amount of net worth they have. I think those types of lineups tend to be very annoying in the late game. Maybe a slight edge.
Kill on a resolution here. They've got the Slark rotating over, so Rezo can't TP away. He's going to get pounced.
Fish eats the big fish.
Yeah, you're not escaping that one. No flashy plays to be made there.
Yeah.
Ancient Seal his fate. Send him off the map for 20 seconds. This Puck is still the lowest net worth core in the game, a product of that early lane. So Secret's still trying to use this advantage for now. And again, Vlad's up on this Tide Hunter. He's going to build to scale this game. Ags on the board. Blink at some point. There's not any hard save to this Ravage jump initiation outside of potentially Chen. Level
Rocky
25.
starts going to town. Trying to bring down Resolution. Sealing away his stats. The Bedlam's going to do a lot of damage as well. Rezo's done for. They do have the rest of Secret in the neighborhood here. Amar's going to look for an extra kill. Can't quite get in range for the Rupture, though.
OG, think about Roche. They have the Chen, Penitence, all the creeps.
Roshing right in front of Team Secret. I mean, I guess they don't have Black Hole. They don't have Ravage. Terrorize with the coil. They don't want to use it just on an Ogre. They're committing heavily for this 5 position, but Team Secret don't really have any firepower they can throw right back. A buyback immediately from Puppey. He knows they want to be able to go for this. They're going to keep diving. OG, they're going to get a dieback onto Puppey. Is there any response from Secret? No, they're just getting run down underneath the tower. Amar's chasing through on Zayas. Chrysalis at the same time, sticking on top of the Chen. He pops his BKB. He'll kill the 5 position, but he's committed so heavily to go for it that his BKB is going to be wearing out soon. Half health as well.
The Hurricane
back
back
into the hands, into the Centaur stomp. Yoraki committing for the kill, and he gets it too.
The
Resolution, the
Chen
Bedlam damage overwhelming him bit by bit. OG, they wear down Secret, hero after hero. Team Secret, all this big team fight, but it's all on cooldown.
OG just punishing them with the TPs in, getting the number advantage, and Chu making the plays from the grave. Yeah, you killed the Chen, but his army's still alive. Beautiful Hurricane at the end of that fight. The sustain doing wonders for OG versus Secret's limited damage at this point in the game. Puppey just dies twice right off the bat. He's a significant amount of their long-term damage over the course of these early fights with Max Ignite.
Yeah, and I have to wonder, I mean, they committed twice to kill a 5-position Ogre. Like, where's the rest of the team? What is the response? It's finally here from Crystallis, but it's a kill on a Chen. Who cares? As you said, he's still got his army up, and he makes a big play here with the Hurricane into Centaur
Pull him
Stomp.
into the stun. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, Secret have no Ravage. They have no Black Hole. This is not a fight they wanted to get sucked into. OG dictating the pace of the game, taking it to them first. Now it's going to push them to the next set of items here. Slark top of the leaderboard. He's going for a Shadow Blade, eventual Silver Edge for the break. BCM building into a Yules. Once he has that, he's not going to be as susceptible to the Skywrath burst, and he's going to be very annoying in the fight. At the same time, Amar, the second carry here behind Jiragi, building a BKB of his own. It's going to be a big power spike for OG in the next few minutes here, and one where Secret falter on a single fight, it means Roshan, and suddenly your map control is disappearing to Slark.
Yeah, it's the big downside of these big team fight spells, right? Is the large cooldowns that if you throw them around and you miss, you lose the team fight anyway, well, then you're just powerless to do anything for another 2 minutes, and OG will make big strides in net worth during that time period of time.
I mean, not to mention, Chu is quietly climbing this board, even as Philosopher Stone. It's got full Locket mech. There's a lot of sustain that's coming out for this OG lineup. And again, the damage for Secret, it's kind of based around these two big ults right now. Unless Crystallis gets a crazy link, which has just been difficult for him.
It really does make this Tidehunter Enigma look, I mean, they don't have the best damage, to be honest.
No, they don't. It's a lot around the spells right now. A lot around this Skywrath Ogre getting multiple rounds of spells off in the fight.
Yeah.
If Amar is chasing you down and he's BKB'd, if Slark is just shadow pouncing you from the shadows on the back end, it's not that easy to just commit these ults.
Yeah. Now, we were talking about maybe OG having a hard time putting out the damage with the Wraith Pack coming out from the Tidehunter, but it seems to be the opposite problem. Yuragi does pick up that shard, one of the most value shards, I would say, in the game, the Depth Shroud. So we're going to see him. It could be a good save mechanism against all this AoE team fight. Combine that with the Chen heals, and you may be throwing out some big spells and not do any damage whatsoever.
And he's happy to go in and bait with that sustain behind him.
Yeah.
That's the Shadow Blade idea. He'll go in and start the fight, throw it on his ult, throw down the Depth Shroud. Even if they Black Hole him, even if they Ravage him, he's going to get sustained by the Chen. And of course, classic OG, they have another carry waiting in the wings, right?
Yep.
So you commit these ults on one of them, it's not like you're taking all the damage out of the fight. And that's why these lineups are so hard to team fight into. You have to think about the multiple threats. All three of their cores can win the fight over the long term. Pick and choose your spells carefully. It's going to mean a lot here. Again, Secret want this Roshan in this game.
All this big team fight, what are they going to do with it? Are they going to be able to find a big enough opening for them to, as you say, take that Roshan? This smoke play is so important. OG.
They're looking at Amar. They don't have blinks on their cores.
Yeah, how are they going to be able to catch him, though?
You can't.
Like, they don't have a blink stunner, so that BKB should go off all the time.
Now, this is where Secret would ideally like to be forcing the Roshan and make OG come into them. Their lineup just doesn't exactly have the best damage to do it.
Coming in from the side. He's going to do exactly what you're talking about. Just try and poke at them. See if he can force out a reaction. Fakes the Ravage. Resolution, though, does go down to half health.
Amar getting Malefist here.
Okay, he's going to take a bit of damage. They start committing for him. They drop the Skyrim Mage ultimate, but he pops the BKB. Crystallis looks to be able to run him down. He's ruptured, but he's going to continue. He gets the kill on Amar, but now he has to stand still. Yuragi's going to go for that kill, and the supports are not close enough. Team Secret cannot save their carry, and now Puppey may be left behind, but they do have the big boys. Coil does double snap there. Nisha and Resolution, they want to be free to walk into this Slark if necessary. Look at this Chen army, though.
Holy
Turns
crap,
it around onto Nisha. All these skeletons. Nisha, he pops the BKB for fear of going down to a Chen army. Chu's living through it all.
He's just getting out.
Teleports out. Chu is still alive. The supports got run down. Resolution may have a hard time getting away as well. Yuragi's going to catch up to him. Are they going to dive for this tower? They see it with the orb. They're going to go for it. They've got the pounce up in a second. A Yule Scepter into the pounce. Resolution. Well, he's not going to drop the Ravage. Probably wouldn't even save him. Yuragi picks up the triple kill. Look at that 81 agility. Your Agi is now my Agi.
Thinking about the tier 1, maybe even the Roche. The one thing is Secret didn't use their big team fights ults. That's the saving grace, but goddamn this Chen army, man.
Look at it, there's so many skeletons.
I mean, he was just killing Enigma.
Yeah, I mean, the skeletons are hitting as much as the hero does. They're hitting for like 67 damage or something.
Chu, the Necromancer. Honestly, he's destroying these fights. The sustain prolonging the Razor Chase. The heals, the Frost Armor on all their heroes not even going down. The damage output from these skeletons.
Yeah, he's got the Magic Aura as well from the small Centaur.
He's got it all.
15% magic resistance. Just a free cloak to everybody.
Secret, they still have their ultimates here. They want to use them. They just don't have the Blink Daggers yet. It's so hard.
And every single time they stumble, they're falling farther and farther behind. It may get to a point that OG has such a big net worth lead that it doesn't matter that you've got those big team fights.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Secret try and force his Roshan. It is half HP, and it's the best way to make OG come into their spells.
OG, though, they do have a good amount of poke, so
Yeah.
Secret has to be careful about that.
They also have Terrorize.
Yeah, they do not want to get caught in a bad Terrorize Rupture combination with the coil on top. Resolution's a little bit low. Yuragi trying to force some things.
This looks similar to last game.
It is. It's looking kind of awkward. A bit of deja vu. Team Secret. Can this time around, can they make the Roshan fight work for them? They're committing for it. Chrysalis is going for it right now, but he wants to jump out.
Very awkward standoff here. The Wraith Pack just times out.
Yuragi, he may just go for it himself. He's going to force Chrysalis into the pin. A little hit. Resolution, gonna get stunned up here. Terrorize, being threatened. They do have the Rupture. BKB immediately goes out from Chrysalis. Puppy, he's gonna put himself right in the front line.
There's the Ravage
going down. They all get away. Nobody getting hit by that one. OG, they now just have to watch out for the black hole from Nisha. He's gonna turn around and go for it onto the Slark, but he's already in biz. He's not taking any damage. He can turn around and just rip through the Enigma. Chrysalis, he's gonna get stopped by the Curse Ground as well. The last man standing will be the last man to fall. Team Secret as they get wiped again. OG, Kings of the Pit will not be denied. This 2-0 against Secret. They have built up a 12,000 net worth lead. They are just out fighting Secret again and again.
Immaculate positioning, flanking coming from BSM on the backside of the fight, takes Skyrath out completely. The Ravage gets forced, they all kite it. Nisha in the middle of them, BKB'd with nothing to black hole. And of course, the Chen Aura is just going to work the whole time. Vlad's, Locket, Mech, Frost Armor.
I mean, this is just great stuff. They force out the BKB. They turn on a dime. They see the Ravage coming. They're already out. They had the BKB. They had the Shatter Dance going too. And Nisha then forced a black hole. The Slark, you were saying, you know, that's what Yuragi's going to do every time. He's going to get on top of this Enigma and force him to use the black hole.
Yeah, he's happy to tank it up. I mean, if Chen's staying alive, if Willow's alive, two carries for OG.
It's getting more and more awkward. It looks like Nisha's going to be run down underneath the tier 2. Yuragi now, after that kill, has an Aghanim Scepter on the way, plus another 1,000 gold. The Aegis to be able to work with. This guy's going to be fearless. He's going to run down anybody and everybody. They're going to try and go for the kill on a BCM. The silence does go out, but he's got the Self-Fuel Scepter. He's going to be able to take that off. Chrysalis has to just stand here with the Rupture on him. Nothing he can do.
Too many carries for him to handle.
Here comes the Beyond Godlike. Yuragi running down hero after hero. GG!